back to the Over the Shoulder podcast, episode 31. And this week we're going over the WWF/WWE Intercontinental Championships, all the way from the Brasso IC to the current Intercontinental Championship. Of course, I'm joined like every week with Rob, Fig Zing, Staniloff. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Happy to be doing this episode. In this episode, we actually kind of did back in the day, but we are bringing it back to you to make it even better for you, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, our Facebook group, Belt Addicts Anonymous, we shout out to you guys. You guys are our universe. So we're really happy to be broadcasting, of course, this on Max Rivera's YouTube channel. But Belt Addicts Anonymous is our main group. We're really lucky to have a guest co-host. He is making, I've lost count. I got to tell you, fifth, sixth,
maybe five, six,
five, but happy to have him on here. Fellow admin, fellow belt brother of Belt Addicts Anonymous, Brandon Douglas. Brandon, say hi to everybody.
How you doing, guys? Appreciate you guys for having me on again. It's a pleasure. Yeah, it's we're getting up there now. We're almost at the double-digit mark now, so I'm getting excited. But yeah, we're talking about this amazing belt, the history of it. Let's get into it, man.
I'm telling you, and we're again, I've lost count, Max. How many times Brandon's been on here, but loyal definitely to Belt Addicts Anonymous, of course, and with us. So. And as you said, I'm happy to be discussing the history of this championship. So why don't we just dive right on in?
I'm super excited. One of my favorite belts. And let's start off with the Brasso/Red Logo IC. And we're starting from the classic design that everyone knows. And I'm just going to say it right now. I absolutely love it, specifically the Brasso or the Red Logo, whatever you want to call it. I love this version. Even from the simplistic tooling, barely any tooling, just a black strap, no snap box, just snaps there. Red logo, I love it. Pops, blue globe, gold plates. I love the black paint on the side plates. It looks beautiful. And with the Brasso, it looks beautiful too. What do you think, Rob?
It's a unique belt. It absolutely is. That red logo just gives it the pop that it deserves. The globe is absolutely incredible. The gold plating, absolutely, Max. You've hit this right on the nose. That is a really, really cool belt. And he makes it even look good. He absolutely does. The cut on the leather, I absolutely love. I absolutely love this belt. I definitely do. I probably wouldn't own it only because we all know what I tend to own, but it is still an outstanding belt, not taking anything away from it. Brandon, what do you think?
This belt is iconic in itself. You can't duplicate it, you can't replicate it. It's just one of a kind. The way he took care of his belts, and he always had, like Bret Hart, he always had his belt with him at all times. And again, this was a great belt. I love it. Like I said, one of a kind.
Yeah, no, absolute beauty. And of course, he brassoed the belt. So later on in his history, it looked like complete shit. But I love it, honestly. I'm a huge fan of it when belts look beat up, like the V4, IWGP V4, the IC, hell, even the hardcore title. But yeah, love this belt. Let's go into the classic black strap IC. This is the version that everyone knows. Pretty similar, but a few major changes though. No red logo, of course, all gold, beautiful gold, blue globe. I love that dark shade of blue. They added tooling, clamshell tooling going all the way around, different cut, different size plates. It looks beautiful. They added the gold tip, snap boxes. They just improved the whole belt overall. I love it. What do you think, Rob?
And of course, it's got your favorite logo on it, Max. Of course, you're going to love it. The block logo, no doubt. I absolutely love it too. I've got the Figs Inc. Version, of course, block logo, black strap. And I'm going for the ICs and everything. This is a great belt. It's an iconic belt. It's a beautiful belt. Love the block logo, love the plates, love everything about it. Love the cut, love the clamshell tooling. Love everything about it. It's a beautiful title. This screams title, but mid-card, really awesome. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, this is another iconic belt. Love it. Definitely the creativity behind it, and the just all around, just you can see the vivid detail of it pop out. The great belt. Love it. Can't complain on it.
Beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, Max's favorite logo, block logo. You talk about me changing my middle name to Figures Inc. We got to change Max's middle name to Block Logo. I tell you.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop talking about it. The scratch logo is so dog shit that the block logo just so much better. Yeah, let's change the straps. The white classic IC and my favorite version. We talked about it last episode. This is my favorite mid card belt. I love that cut. I know some people hate the cut that's protruding. I absolutely love it. I think it looks great on the white strap. White strap makes gold just pop, makes those plates look beautiful. This belt just looks so prestigious. It looks like a ideal mid card belt. If you think ideal, like a perfect, like a workhorse belt, you think of the IC on the white strap, all beat up, the strap turning black, all dirty. That's what you think of. And I love this belt. What do you think, Rob?
Oh, I mean, white strap. I mean, white straps make belts look absolutely amazing. This belt, I actually, well, surprise, surprise. I mean, I do have this coming to a theater near you to pretty much clear it, well, to close out the IC replicas. But anyways, I absolutely love it, and signed by somebody who's well known. But anyways, this isn't a great belt. It absolutely is. White makes it pop. I mean, it's a known fact. I mean, white just makes it pop. I mean, I absolutely love the way the white makes it pop with the globe, with everything about it, the cut on the leather, everything about it. I mean, Sean just made this belt look good. I absolutely love it. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, you are correct. Sean definitely made that belt what it is. I think whenever you go back to the old archives of videos, you see a lot of him with that IC belt because he had a lot of great matches with that belt. The white strap, of course, does pop. The only thing, like the negativity on it, but the history on it is the wear and tear of the white strap. You get, you actually see what a belt actually looks like without the, white, stuff on it there. But yeah, the with all the fingerprint oil, and you start to see the wear and tear on the plates. It's just it makes it what the belt is. And whenever you see it now, like sitting in a glass case, you just can just sit back and just relive all those memories in your head of all those great matches, and what's behind that belt and everybody that's touched that belt. So the thing that WWE is doing great right now is getting those belts out of those freaking boxes that they were in and putting them in glass cases and showcasing them for what they are. And, that is iconic belts, so again, great belt. Love it. 10 for 10.
Yeah, beauty. Let's move on to a not beautiful belt, in my opinion. Now, the plates are still beautiful, but the strap, in my opinion, is complete dog shit. Now, notice the gold IC. I absolutely hate this strap. Honestly, I mean, the plates, I can't complain on the plates. Same plates, I love the plates. But the strap itself, I think it does nothing for this belt. I think, if anything, it's worse for the plates. The plates are blending into the strap. They don't stand out. When you go back to the white strap, the thing I love about the white strap is those plates pop. You see those plates from a distance, even the black strap. But on this, it just blends in. It looks like fucking caramel. What is that strap? A caramel strap? It looks stupid. You can barely see the tooling. Like, it just looks bad. It looks stupid. I don't like it. I understand it's part of this character, Gold Dust, but I just hate it. Not it. I'm so glad they never made a replica, or Rob probably have it behind him right now. What do you think, Rob?
Well, yeah, I mean, I absolutely would have it if they would have licensed this one. I understand where you're coming from, Max. I get it. It's because of his character and everything, but I don't know. Gold. I love gold. I mean, and everything. Like, absolutely love gold. And I mean, having this would be absolutely amazing. You're right, though. The pop is not as big as it is on the white strap. This doesn't give off that. I still like it, though. I like it. I don't love it. And again, if they would license it, Max is absolutely correct. If they would license it, fuck, I'll just add it to the ICs. Like, I'll just add it to the ICs because what am I trying to do here? I want to be the king of the ICs. Should I? Well, nah, I don't think I can be. But anyways, Brandon, what do you think? Exactly.
He had this epiphany, I think, in his head while he was doing a lot of coke, where he was gonna paint it in gold, and that's what I think his mind came to light, and this is what it turned out to be. It's horrible. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. It's literally the plates on a new strap. pretty much. So I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it. Didn't even watch any of the matches of him winning that belt and showcasing it. So thank God for me. I don't have to go through that. So yeah, I'm pass on that.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's not like it's not horrible, guys. It isn't, but I mean, it's not my favorite. But I still think it's cool. I still think it looks kind of cool. Anyways, I know I'm probably alone.
No. It's dog shit. Let's move on to the yellow strap classic IC. Now this is different. Now I know some people might argue and say I'm a hypocrite because I do like this version, but I don't like the gold. Listen, the gold one, the shade of the strap was similar to the gold plate, and it was blending in, and it wasn't even a nice shade of gold on the strap. It looked like caramel, looked like shit. Stands out, beautiful, vibrant strap. And that's the thing about this belt that I love is you can just throw basically any strap except gold, and it'll look good. Like this beautiful, vibrant yellow just looks so good with those plates. The plates actually stand out. The blue pops so well on this belt. No need for the red logo because the gold logo just is good enough. I love this version. Not my favorite, but I do love it. What do you think, Rob?
You're absolutely right, though. This is a title that I mean, you could throw on almost every single strap, and it will make it look flippin' amazing. You're absolutely right about that. I absolutely love the yellow version of the Intercontinental title. I've got it right over my shoulder there. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I got the other one from shop, but this is really nice and vibrant, I find. I love how it just brings off the plates here. Amazing, amazing, absolutely incredible. I love what he did with this. I love that he had this. Brandon, what do you think?
Yes, this type of yellow is amazing. I like it stands out. When the Warrior ran to the ring with this belt, it was game on. He took this belt, I think, more seriously than other championships. Uh, this was a biblical moment for him in that storyline. So again, yeah, I love the belt. Great looking belt. You have this belt right to your left there, Rob. My left, your right. So it's a great belt.
Oh, beauty. Um, and speaking of different color straps, we'll move on to the blue strap IC. Love this one. I absolutely do. And I know one thing, I feel like Rob's not going to like the fact that the shade on the globe is different than on the strap. I may be wrong, but I feel like he won't like that. I personally love it. I love how it's a contrast. It's a different shade of blue. Love that dark shade of blue. And then that vibrant baby blue looks so good. Makes those plates pop, just like the white strap. Not as much, but still really nice. Love that black paint on those side plates. I think it adds so much to the belt. I really do love that. Love the cut. Love the strap. Love the plates. Love it. What do you think, Rob?
I think he did an amazing thing with his belt. I absolutely do. He made this look good, just like he made the white one look good. You're absolutely right, Max. You've nailed it. I mean, I would have liked to have the shade of blue to match the to match the globe. And on the replica, I know we're going to be talking about that. The shade of blue feels darker on the replica one than it does on this one. This one really, really feels a lot lighter. I still love this belt. I love what he did with this belt. I mean, Sean is just awesome. I mean, he's one of the best entertainers, I think. I mean, and there's actually somebody who lives in my house who actually freaking agrees. Flippin' agrees that he is the best entertainer because she told it right to Bret Hart's face that she loved him more than she loved him. Bret Hart, that is. So, absolutely, Sean did amazing job with this belt. Brandon, what do you think?
I'm probably going to be on the opposite end of you guys, but I like the correlation of what was going on with that belt and how every wrestler that won that belt got to change it to their liking. I thought that was cool. Definitely in that era, doing that. I don't think a lot of people kind of even realize that they were, changing the strap just like the AEW does with the TNT title.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to think of them as like maybe the first ones to do it, to start it. So in that sense, I love that. I respect that. But not a big fan of the belt. I like the color of the strap, but maybe if they would have just completely took away the blue and maybe did like the black and gold, kept that whole thing just black and gold. Maybe that could have done a little bit of difference for me, in my opinion. But other than that, it's iconic belt, of course, because the man had it. So again, it's a good belt, but just not something I was really into.
Do you think, though, and I bring this up, do you think that a red globe would be really cool with the blue?
Oh,
Yes.
that would be beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
That
that's
would go so
I
nice.
see your point, Matt.
It's just because that blue just it takes away from the strap, because if you directly look at the belt, you're instantly looking at that blue globe, and then you're going to the strap. It's just because if that was it's supposed to be eye catching, I get it, but if you just like you said, the red, oh my god, that would have been dope.
Or even a black globe would be cool.
But like I said, the black and gold would have definitely, you would have focused on that strap, and I think it would have definitely made it a little bit better.
No.
That'd be cool to see someone paint mods that. Maybe Robbie will be the first.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the oval. I see the first version, the block logo. I mean, talked about the oval several times. You guys know why I like this version, block logo. Yeah, I do. That's the reason I love it. I love the block logo. You see that properly print. You can't do that with a scratch logo. It looks fucking ridiculous. It looks beautiful. Nameplate. I mean, don't get me wrong. This version's not bad, but I don't really like the oval I see, to be honest. We'll talk about it later. Gradually, I'm going to hate on it more. This version's okay. I like the purple strap. I like the block logo, of course. Plates look decent. I just don't like the oval shape. Looks like a fucking egg. I don't know. I don't really like that too much. But if I had to pick an oval I see, it'd be this one. What do you think, Rob?
I kind of actually think it looks like maybe like an eye, like a teardrop or some shit like that, or a pear. I'm not sure that main plate. I do like the purple on it. I really do. I'm with you, Max. So I like the block logo better than the scratch logo. I do own a scratch logo. If they would have licensed this one, it would have been a lot better. I would have loved to own this. I like the fact that block logo just stands right out. That property plate is awesome. How it has a little tilt on the WWF to give off that feeling back in the 80s, where they were actually, promoting WWF. I think it is very, very cool. It's not my favorite version, though. It isn't. And I know we're going to be touching base on the scratch logo. And I mean, I do have the scratch logo for rarity again. And it's not even that rare. It's actually lower on the totem pole on that 2001 Figs Incline. But still, I mean, I think I'd actually rather have this version rather than the scratch logo. Brandon, what do you think?
When you think of this belt, you think of The Rock right away. Nation of Domination, him walking that belt in that nice suit. Oh man, that was awesome. I love the logo in the center of it. I think that's so freaking. I wish they could go back to the WWF so bad. But anyway, this was a weird looking shape belt, especially when The Rock had it. When you would hold it up in the air, they did make a replica of this, but it was in '99, I believe, and the strap was a buckle about this size, and you had to like pull it and stick it through the two holes to go through, and then stick like a regular belt. I'll send you a picture of it. But yeah, they did actually make this, but it wasn't like a real belt.
Yeah.
But the purple definitely was awesome. I wish they would with the new WWE belt made the purple strap like this with that black and gold.
That'd be cool, actually.
Great idea, just to bring back that color strap. But anyway, the logo was great. The way it was shaped, I'm not a big fan of. But other than that, it was a pretty cool belt.
Yeah, and again, like, well, if you are, I mean, this goes out to the universe. Okay, if you are going to have this made, go with a reputable belt maker, not United Bitch Brothers, please. They are doing wonders for this hobby. When you are wanting to check them out, go check out their little fantasy belt that they just have on Championship Belt Brothers. It is like magnifique poo, magnifique poo that'll just come straight out of your bum and you won't even know that it hit you. It's like lava, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, let's move on.
God, yeah, no. And that new TNT they made,
Oof.
watch out, Dan.
Did you
got
like
some
that
competition.
TNT?
I'm telling you,
Well,
Dan. Yeah,
got some
watch out,
competition, Dan. Watch out.
competition.
Now let's move on to the scratch logo IC. I don't like this. I really don't. I've talked about it before. This is my least favorite version. This is in the middle of the pack, but yeah, don't like the scratch logo. Don't like the black strap as much as a purple strap. I just don't like it. Rob?
Well, it's part of my IC collection. So, I mean, do I hate it? No. Do I like it? Yeah. But do I love it? No. Again, I own it. It's a 2001 Figs Inc. It's part of that line. Still very, very nice. Max is going to be better than the other piece of shit we're just about to see on the next slide. But anyways, this is, yeah, it's not my favorite version. It definitely isn't. And they're really they're not rare. They're not really that rare. I mean, if people are calling them rare, they're really low on the totem pole. I see these things pop up on eBay, pop up on groups. I mean, if you want these, you could probably get one for a decent price. But anyways, it's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind the main plate. I like the fact that Intercontinental is on one line and the champion is below. That's a good thing. To restone it, you don't have to really pay that much because there's only 6 stones. The side plates are okay. It has a stitch on the replica. It does. I think it does. Yeah, no, it's got 2 links. Actually, Ryan Richards actually pointed out it's got the stamping all the way up to the main plate, and then stitch around it. So it's an okay belt. I know, Brandon, you've got it in your hand right now. What do you think?
I actually love this belt. I think in the sense because when I switched over from WCW over to WWF, I was going in between them. Again, the history of this belt, who's held this belt, Jeff Hardy, Chris Benoit, so many people come to mind that this had so many great matches that you can't even count on your hands and toes. But in that sense, yeah, I like it. I don't really. Was there anybody that was Australian that won the belt? I can't. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. So I don't know why they had that in with the side plate. Understand Intercontinental, I get it, but if you're gonna have that, then you need to establish a champion that's from that country to win the belt. But that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, yeah. Like I said, I love the belt just from the history of it. You got to have it if you're a collector and you're trying to collect the Attitude Era line of one there. But yeah, great belt, love it.
I mean, I had 2 of these at one point, and to tell you the truth, they're hard to sell. They really are. I mean, I was lucky. So, but anyways,
this is like a WCW United States belt, like that you see on eBay. It's always going to be on there. So it's if it's a belt that you can't find right now, like give it a couple weeks, give it a month, it'll pop up.
It'll pop up exactly. So
now let's move on to the worst version of the Oval IC. This complete dog shit of a belt, and I mean, what the fuck, man? Like, they switched to WWE, okay? I mean, they're outside of their control, but why in the fuck did they put the Intercontinental and Champion on one banner, and they added a nameplate for what? This is the only that I know of, only version of the IC that we looked at that has a nameplate. Sure, the current one has a side plates, whatever. It doesn't need a nameplate. A mid-card title does not need a nameplate, and I stand by that. It is not needed at all. It's just ridiculous the fact that they just added it there. And they had to bunch the Intercontinental Champion. The design's not made to have a nameplate. If you're going to put it somewhere, hell, do a tiny one in the globe. There's space there. I hate it. I hate this version. It looks like dog shit. It's horrible. Rob?
Oh man, I'm gonna fucking shit on this belt. I fucking hate it too. And I totally agree with you. With respect to the Intercontinental Champion being on one line, what the hell are they doing? They're cramming that shit in and putting a nameplate. I totally 100% agree with you. The nameplate does not belong on this title. And that WWE logo, I'm sorry, the block logo looks so much better. But the
Mm.
WWE logo, it looks like it's out in the fuck of nowhere. Yeah, they put it in the middle of the fucking ocean. Like, totally. Like, it absolutely looks like it does not belong there. Ladies and gentlemen, if they have this on the shop, they definitely do. And again, it's horse shit and dog shit. It really is. I hate this belt. How much do I fucking hate this belt? Do I hate them as much as United Bitch Brothers? No, 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 no. I hate United
That's
Bitch Brothers
impossible.
more. I hate United Bitch Brothers more, and I hope they're watching this. But anyways, Brandon, what do you think?
I think what they were trying to do here was there were so many people that were winning this belt that they needed to get into the heavyweight matches, and I think this is just my personal opinion, they're trying to symbolize it as a heavyweight championship. And with the heavyweight championship WCW one, you had the nameplate at the bottom. So I think just they were trying to represent that this wasn't just a mid-card belt, that this also a heavyweight championship belt, that heavyweight championships are gonna win or have won, or they've had both of them combined, double champion. So I think they're just trying to showcase it and to get the mid-card wrestlers to buy into it, that this is not just a mid-card belt, this is more of a heavyweight championship belt. I think that, in my personal opinion, so they went with that nameplate just to justify that. In that sense, you just destroyed the belt. If they're going to do that, you should have just made a brand new championship and had a nameplate at the bottom, because with that plate and the cutout of that underneath there, you're taking away from a lot to do. So you're cramming in a bunch of shit in there to try to fit what you're your ultimate goal, and it was a complete fail, I think. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the belt, but understand maybe if that was what they're trying to do. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it that way, but even then, still looks like shit. So let's move on from this version
Please.
and go on to the white strap nugget I see. Love this belt, I really do. Some people hate on it, and I do have some issues on it, which I would want it to be perfected if this was like long term. I mean, it was only there for like maybe a month or so, maybe less, so I can't even hate on it too much. Um, Side plates fucking tiny. It does look comedically small, so I don't like that. Leather cut's fine. It just looks so wide around the side plates because the side plates are so tiny. So I don't like the size of the side plates. If they were sized properly, like the actual IC, I think it would have looked way better. Um, I still love that main plate. That nugget texturing looks so good, and thank God they finally brought back the classic IC design. And who better than Cody Rhodes? I still have a fond memory in this belt. I remember watching Hell in a Cell and seeing this belt pop up, and just being mesmerized, just trying to Google pictures, trying to look at pictures of it, because I was so confused because I just saw it shining. I wasn't sure if it was stones or what it was. It looked like sparkle. I didn't know what it was. I was just a young kid just looking at it. So yeah, this belt's very special for me. But what do you think, Rob?
The nugget, there's a lot of nugget texturing. I mean, that's just crazy how much nugget texturing. And I mean, it's almost like it's like mesmerizing. And like here, I'm like in a daze or something, like looking at this thing. Is it cool? I think it's cool. I actually really do. If they would have brought this out unlicensed, definitely would have. Now, I agree with you, Max. The side plates look like a joke. They are just way too small for that belt, and too much leather going on from the bottom of the strap up to the top of the strap. I think they could have done a lot better with that. I do. I mean, the nameplate. The main plate looks really, really good. And again, I totally agree with you. Who better to introduce this than Cody? No doubt about it. Yeah, if they licensed it, I would definitely have owned this. Brandon, what do you think?
I did not watch around this time, so I can't really fully comment on it. I just looked into some history though. Now I don't know if this is true or not, but I thought maybe Cody had input on this belt being made. I can't confirm that or not, but I also have a fact here that his dad Dusty Rhodes had never won WWE Gold before. That that's pretty crazy. I did not
Yeah.
know that. I just saw that. Um, so I think maybe if I'm correct that he had input on this belt, and that nugget texturing is really awesome. You don't see that too often, especially the whole belt. You see maybe just like interdicts of the
Mhm.
plates, every other one being a nugget texture. But yeah, this was a beautiful belt. The front side plates are really small. If they should have kept, in my opinion, that outside plate. They should have made the side strap or the side plates that
Yeah.
way, and kind of I think that would have been a really cool idea. But other than that, yeah, I like the belt. I like how they brought the white strap back, and I also believe because of Cody Rhodes holding it and having an input in it that they erased it from like WWE history. You don't
Yeah.
you don't
And
see
never
it.
see this belt.
You never see this belt
Well,
anywhere.
he was the only one that held it. I'm pretty sure he was the only one that held it. So they're what are they going to show? What pictures are they going to show? They can't show any pictures of this
Can't
belt
show
in the
any.
ring. So yeah, no. Plus,
I,
I'm pretty sure. I think did Jamar make this one? I think
I
Jamar made this one without licensing the artwork. That's why it was taken off. I may be wrong, but I think Jamar made this one without licensing. That maybe that's why the fucking plates are so incorrectly sized, and the font on the banners are the same font as the WCW US.
Yeah.
And there's a few changes here and there. I think that's why it was taken off quickly because Dave Milligan complained. I think because he had rights to the artwork. So then they moved on to the scratch logo white stripe IC. So this version. I believe that's the story. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the story. But yeah, I love this one. I really do. Scratch logo is what it is. The WWE logo. I mean, I don't see point in complaining anymore. It, it is what it is. But that leather cut, I love that leather cut. So unique, just like almost looks like waves. I love that. Properly sized plates, beautiful. Thick plates, nice artwork, proper font. I love this version. What do you think, Rob?
Phenomenal belt, a phenomenal belt and a rare belt, and it's a well-made replica belt. I remember watching Brian Hodge unbox this. He showed us off. He showed this off. I remember seeing Casey showing this off. He definitely had this. It's an incredible belt. It's one that actually I would own as well to even enhance the IC collection line. A shout out to a few gentlemen who actually noted something about myself, Pounding the Meat podcast, Culture Shock Live, episode number 14. They mentioned myself, and they said that I really don't care about the size of the plates. They're absolutely right. I only care about it being licensed. So they definitely nailed that home, those guys. With this belt, I mean, you can see the cut. You can see the cut on the top and then the cut on the bottom. There is a lot of leather, but I don't care because it's rare and it's licensed. I absolutely love it, and I would definitely have it. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. This belt is beautiful, especially the leather cutout of it is freaking genius. It was a great idea. Again, great belt, beautiful belt. Just the texture and the creativity of outlining all that stuff. He took really good time and care on this belt, so you gotta appreciate it. I know that had to take some time to draw that up. So definitely give that belt a 10 for 10.
And it's rare. I don't see this belt come up a lot. I really don't. It's becoming more rare as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see one pop up, it doesn't last long. It really, really doesn't. It's a great
Yeah.
looking belt.
It's a beauty. And just the history behind this version. I remember seeing Miz, Dolph Ziggler, Bad News Barrett, or Wade Barrett. All these people hold this belt, just beat to shit. That strap almost falling apart. I love that. Let's move on to the network logo version. Same thing, kind of. They just went to the network logo. This one's made by Leather Rebels, I believe. Yeah, beautiful. Same leather cut, which I really do enjoy. And this one specifically, it's so weird seeing it so like pristine and clean. Because this specific version, I remember being absolutely destroyed. I believe Dave Milliken had this version at a show. I think it was like the show they had before AEW All In or All Out, that like mean green stuff. Pretty sure he had this belt and it was beat to shit, straps falling apart, plates beat up, and I love it when it looks clean. I love it when it looks beat up. I love the belt. Rob, what do you think?
I think it's a great looking belt. I really do. I mean, I've got the network logo behind me, and yeah, my middle name is Fig Zinc, but yeah, I go after. I have some shop belts, and I mean, I know Max, you have a version of this belt, so I think it's one of your first belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of your first belts. It's a great looking title, and this one actually looks really, really clean. It's really nice how these belts look so clean. I mean, when I think of this belt, I think of The Miz, one of the greatest Intercontinental champions. I love him. My wife loves him too. But anyways, wants to hang out with him. Brandon, what do you think?
I had this belt in my collection a while ago. It was a part of my Finn Balor collection. He won it, so I instantly had to have it when I was on that Finn Balor juice there. Yeah, it was a beautiful belt, a heavy belt for an Intercontinental belt. But yeah, every version that they made like here in the last like 2 or 3 here they've been hitting it out of the park. So yeah, great belt, love the belt, 10 for 10.
Oh yeah, complete beauty. Now let's go downhill to a shitty design, and that is the current WWE Intercontinental Championship. When it first came out, I thought it was okay, but with time, I've grown to hate this belt. Yeah, it's dog shit. Really is. I don't know what's worse, this or the Oval IC. I mean, at least the Oval IC was kind of simple. This has so much going on, yet so little at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. It's complicated, but simple, but boring. But I don't know what the hell is going on with this belt. So much black paint. Like a ridiculous amount of black paint. Please add a little bit of color. Like a little bit of blue, or hell, even paint the WWE logo in red. Like something. Give me some color, because this is fucking horrible. And then all that black paint, and you throw it on a black strap? Fuck's sakes, at least throw on a white strap. Like if you're gonna put that much black paint on it, throw on a colored strap or a white strap, or like Brian said, a purple strap. This is so ugly. It's very long. The leather cuts weird. Side plates are, it is what it is. Boring as hell. I mean, take out those this. What do you have? 4 triangles. Very exciting. The main plate, ugly as hell. I hate this belt. I despise it. I hope they move on from the design. Rob, what do you think?
I really think like it's almost like WWE doesn't care here, and I mean, it's absolutely horrible what they're doing here. I mean, I just don't understand the concept, and I mean that Intercontinental is a flippin'. It's not even a circle. That's an oval, and then they've got like these little stars like that. That's why I was kind of going in like where you have it kind of like on the outer edge of like that main plate. And I don't know what the hell is that. That's in between. It's almost looking like, I don't know, is that cake?
They look like houses.
Like, are they? Okay, I'm not sure.
I don't know what the hell. They look like, they remind me of houses, honestly.
Houses?
Like little houses, like Monopoly houses going all around the Intercontinental.
I don't get it. And then there's flour. It's almost like there's flour there too. And I really don't get it. Too much black. I have seen this paint modded though, to add some blue. It does look definitely better, but the strap is absolute shit. I mean, it's so bad. It's so stiff. And the rookie belt collectors, again, I talk about rookie belt collectors because I've had a run-in with a few of them when I was trying to sell my my dual-plated era version, that they don't understand rarity. And this belt, like all the rookie belt collectors, they'll go after this. They totally will, because why? It's being used on TV. And also, not to mention, I don't like what they're doing with it on TV, how Nakamura hasn't even defended the damn title.
When is he? I forgot he was champion.
I forgot he was too. Again, he's just holding the title. He's not even defending it. He's finally defending it. And I just don't like what they're doing. I don't like the belt. Would I ever own it? No. I do know people that do own it. And I know rookie belt collectors that want it, that will get it. Won't be me. Brandon, what do you think?
Funny story here. I did buy this belt, and right when I bought it, I returned it to Kohl's like that day to ship it back out. It I looked at it, and you have the ring in the middle of it. That's the ring. So,
Oh,
and you got the WWE logo there. So I don't know what the point of having the ring in the center of it. And then the outside, those little flower-looking things, those are I'm pretty sure those are meant to be diamonds or stones or something to go around that to make it look better. And they just rushed it, and it was just really lazy. Uh, you need some paint on there. Uh, I I just I'm not. It was horrible. You couldn't even honestly, if you were to take your hand and try to like hold it by the side plate, like and hold it up, it wouldn't. You wouldn't be able to. It's so stiff, and actually, it would pull out the side plate holders there on the edges where the screws are. They would start to come out. It was a bad belt.
Yeah,
Uh,
spacing on this is horrible between the side plates and
there's
the knee plate.
no
yeah,
space, nothing.
yeah. And guys, like it's a disgrace. I mean, sorry, well, what they had with the design that they had and moving it to this piece of crap, ugh, God, just bad. And again, what they're doing with it right now, I don't like it either.
No.
So
The only thing I can kind of like is a domed globe in the middle, but that's the only thing, and that's just literally a globe. So, I mean, I don't know how they could fuck that up. Yeah, horrible. Let's move on to the replicas, though. Let's start with Fig Zinc, the classic ICs. There's four of them. The black, the white, the yellow, the blue, all same plates, all beautiful. Yeah, solid replica. I do like them. My favorite one would probably be the white one or the blue one. I love those. Just stand out so much, and they look great. Rob?
all four are pretty much are in my collection. So, I mean, I'm really, really happy to have all four of these. Hashtag King of the IC. However, if I were to pick one that I really, really like, and we were talking about that baby blue. Now, rarity, that blue one, okay, that blue is a heck of a different shade. You can see it over my shoulder there. That's I don't know. It feels like a darker shade. That's become more rare. I think that one's really really hard to find. To find one to find one in a really really good shape. I mean, you got to make sure that you're all over that. Definitely. The yellow one, amazing belt. Absolutely love the pop on it. Love the yellow. Love the color. Love everything. Also have that one. The black one's beautiful too. White one really is cool. To find one mint as well. But all four of these great belts, and they're all rare. They all hold a sense of value. They definitely do. If you're able to land a Figures Inc. one, if you are in any one of these shades, go for it. Definitely. Absolutely beautiful. I love these belts. Brandon, what do you think?
I really like the black and the white one. Like I said, those are really rare, really hard to find. And any of these belts are hard to find. You know, Keen Rob here, Keen Rob IC. There's so many names now that we're gonna have to
It's
say
so
before we introduce
King
you.
IC, Fig Zinc,
Big
everything.
zinc, rarity.
It's
Love them.
awesome. So, yeah, uh, great line of belts. Again, thanks to Rarity, if you can come across these. I know you and Jamie are one of the few that have them. So, again, great belts.
Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful, guys. And I mean, if you do see one on eBay, well, hopefully you'll find one in decent shape. Really hard to find these in good shape. And I mean, let's keep it honest here. Let's be honest here. How old are these belts? They're 10, 11 years old. Some of them are even older. The yellow one, it's 18 years old. Are you going to find defects on the belts? Of course you are. But again, rarity. We're holding a sense of rarity. You want those WWF belts? You might have some nicks on it, you might have some scratches on it, but they all hold value. Anyways, love them.
No, and that blue one you just got recently looks so clean. Mint.
Oh my God, it is flipping clean. Signed by Tito Santana and Shawn Michaels. An absolute beautiful. And I had to go to like Leicester, England to get that belt. I mean, I didn't go obviously, but like a guy in
Oh,
Leicester,
I thought you got a boat.
he had two of them. He had
Jesus.
two of them. Like seriously, two of them. I mean, and then the other one, Oxfordshire, England, the white one. So
Going
I mean,
global for
they're
these
there.
ICs.
They're there.
I mean, they don't call you the king of the IC for no
Yeah.
reason. Let's move on to the Figs Inc. Oval IC. I mean, I don't like it. Come on, I don't like it. Would have known and don't care about the rarity. Not that rare, anyways. I'm good. Rob?
Yeah, it goes okay on the IC wall. It does. I had two of them, like I said. I still don't mind it. I like it better than the WWE version, and I like it better than that piece of shit that Nakamura's holding right now. So, I mean, this belt, absolutely, I would own, and I do own it. And will I keep it? Yeah, I'll keep it for a long time coming. I know, Brandon, I know you got it right there. So,
Yeah, it's like I say, it's about you gotta have if you're collecting the Figs Inc. line for the Attitude Era. It it's like the last belt before they started making trash belts. So that's about the like positive thing maybe Max you can think about. Yeah,
I consider this one trash, to be honest. So I don't know.
and again, for our viewers who don't know about Max, he's just shitting you, right? He loves that scratch logo. I mean, come on here. I mean, he loves it.
But yeah, I mean it's a good belt to have if you're, like I said, if you're collecting that line. Again, it's the same belt that you're gonna see on eBay, on Marketplace, all the time, just like the US belt. So in that sense, if it's not a must-have belt, it's not a rare belt, but like I said, it's a collection line belt.
Yeah.
No, I understand when you have it. Just condolences. I wouldn't own this one. Let's move on to the WWE Shop Classic IC. This is a solid replica, honestly. I mean, yes, it's not the WWF logo, but they can't really do anything about it. The only main complaint I would have on this is no curve. I would like a bit of curve, but I have seen a lot of people curving them themselves. So if you're willing to do this on those 4-5 millimeter plates, go ahead. Good luck. But yeah, I've seen some people do it, and they look good, honestly. I'll talk about it later when we get to the network logo, but it's solid plates. I think this is a solid replica for a first belt. I think if you're gonna recommend one replica as a first for a beginner, it's a classic IC or the network logo IC. Solid replica, solid plates, decent strap. It's a good belt. Rob?
Yeah, I mean, and they tend to discount these down a heck of a lot. And Max is absolutely right. If you are getting into the belt collecting game, and you want to get a belt, and you don't want to pay a lot of money, but you still want a replica, these are usually the ones that go on sale for they're heavily discounted. I do own the yellow one. I've never owned the black one. Well, I own the black WWF. I don't own this black one. The weight, though, I've been hearing that the black one weighs more than the yellow one. For some reason, I don't know. That black one is a heavier belt. I have no idea. You're getting thick plates. It's a solid replica. It absolutely is. I mean, the only shit part about it is the straps are brutal. They absolutely are. I mean, they are really flimsy. They don't move a lot. It's just not the greatest. But again, it does go well over the wall. I mean, it is right there over my left shoulder. You can definitely see it. Still solid. I mean, if you want to go for it. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah.
And it's because he's a Figs Inc. collector, guys. That's why.
That's very well said. Let me just check the weight quickly on here.
I think
on shop it says their exact same weight. On shop it says 5.62 pounds. But shop has been known to screw up the numbers. So take it as you will. Technically, they're the same weight, but if people have said there's different, if anyone owns both, let me know. Let us know. But yeah,
it's an okay.
Such an odd number, 5.62.
2, not 1, 2.
Rather 2. Let's move on to the WWE Shop Scratch logo IC. This one's a damn good replica. You're talking
I
about
love
a good replica. This is a good
it.
replica. One of the best replicas made. I mean, it was disregarding the Andres before, current, like one of the closer current day ones, very well made. We talked about previous episodes. This is Casey's pick for the replicas, mid cart, and for good reason. Very well made plates, and they're rare as fuck. You're talking about rarity. These are rare. If you have one, hold on to it and hold on to it tight. Do not let go of that belt because this is going to be worth a lot of money. In 10, 15 years, it's going to skyrocket. Rob, what do you think?
Yeah, and I'm going to be one of those motherfuckers who are going to come to you and I'm going to offer you a shit ton of money for this. So
Yep.
be prepared. I definitely will. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not. Okay,
No.
I've offered, like I said, 2,300 US on a belt, and somebody declined. So, and I'm up in buttfuck Canada. Okay, so what does that tell you? Anyways, this belt I totally would get. I absolutely love it. I totally agree. It's rare. I'd flip out the network logo and get this one. Totally have this one in my collection. A beautiful figure zinc piece, and it's amazing. Casey again had one of these. I don't think he still does. Casey, what were you doing, man? What were you doing? Why did you sell this? I mean, Brandon Hodge even has one of these. I think he does. I think Brandon still has one. Brandon Hodge. I don't know if you guys watch Brandon, but anyways,
Mhm.
it's a great belt. It absolutely is one of my favorites. Brandon, what do you think?
Okay, I got a question then. So what's the one behind you?
That's a network. That's a network logo.
So when did this one come out?
Before
2013.
2013. That's
This one has a
2015.
scratch logo. The one behind Rob is this one.
That one.
That one. Okay, all right, because that's
I'd
the one
rather
that
have
Finn
this
Balor had.
Yeah.
That's the one that Finn Balor won behind Rob, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
just want to
yeah.
make sure. Okay, yeah. Well, then in that case, yeah, you motherfuckers better hold on to that one. I haven't seen this belt. I've never came across this belt. So yeah, that's rare then if I haven't seen this. Bitch.
No, it's very rare. It's a great replica. But yeah, we talked about the shop never logo I see. This is the one I do own. It was my first belt, so pretty good belt. Decent. It's a good starting belt, honestly. It's a perfect belt if you're starting off. I mean, currently it's a good price. I mean, I would say this or the undisputed V2, but you might have some issues with paint. You never know. So this is simple, no hassle. It's a simple belt, classic design with a modern twist with the network logo, or you can go with the classic if you want. But yeah, this is my first belt, so it holds a special place in my heart. It's a good replica. Rob?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I definitely do. I've only seen it one time go like 50% off on shop, and that was like on a whim. It went 50% off. They do discount it, but I don't think I've ever seen it like maybe it has gone 50%, but I do sometimes see it like 30 to 35% off. I actually won this belt. I actually didn't buy it off the shop. I won it off John Barbarossa in the first ever raffle that I played. So 1 for 1, I guess. That was my days in the raffle. But it's a great belt. It absolutely is. Would it leave the collection? It would only leave if I can land that scratch logo. So totally. And everybody who knows me, I'm a rare belt collector. I'll go for it. So, but it's still a great belt. It is. And one of when rookie belt collectors go after, it's also one of these belts that they also go for too. This is kind of the first belt that they go for. That in the WWE shop, Winged Eagle Black. That's what they try to. So, anyways, Brandon, what do you think?
I like this belt. I did have this belt in my collection. Like I said, Finn Balor collection. Sold it to a good friend of mine, Shane, for because he actually was begging me for it. So that's why actually how I broke up my Finn Balor collection was because of him. But it is a good belt. It was a heavy belt. Like I said, it was a pretty heavy belt for an IC belt strap. The way, like, if you put it over your shoulder, it flops right over your shoulder. That's what I liked about it. But yeah, great, beautiful belt.
Oh yeah. Let's move on to a belt that isn't beautiful though, and that is this shop oval IC. I mean, people defend it. I know they will. It's a 5 millimeter plate. It's very well made. Well, it's a well made piece of shit because it still looks like dog shit. Okay, the design is shit. Well, look at it. The Intercontinental Champion is just bunched in there. It looks so bad. You got that just WWE logo just floating in the ocean. Doesn't even look centered. Nameplate out of place. Side plates, whatever. Leather is stiff as fuck. It's stiff as a board. Stitching doesn't look good. It's 5 millimeter. Well, they're hollow plates, so who gives a shit? Rob, what do you think?
And did they fuck this up with like ruthless aggression and attitude error or something like that? They're miscalling it wrong. The only thing that I love about this, guys, is that I don't own it. I mean, I absolutely don't. And I feel bad. It's almost like Belt Addicts Anonymous feels all bad for the people that do own this. I mean, and Casey was actually one of them, which is actually really funny to mention. It has 5 millimeter plates. Whoop-de-fucking do. I don't like the Intercontinental Champion, how it's bunched. I don't like the fact that it has a nameplate, how we talked about. Inconsistency with the World Wrestling Entertainment font to the Intercontinental Champion. I feel like it's too bunched. I feel like it's just inconsistent here. That WWE logo just looks like ass. I mean, it absolutely looks like ass. I would never own this. I definitely wouldn't. And I feel bad for the people that own it. I'm sorry. Like, if you do want to own it, go for it. But I still feel bad for you. Brandon, what do you think?
So, Max, when you first started talking about it, I just had this huge epiphany in my head of when you see a plane flying in the sky and they have that long banner, flying in the and you try to read it. I swear that's what you see.
That's what it looks like.
Thing just going in the wind. But
Hope that plane crashes.
and I think Casey had two of those.
Did
he
he
had
really?
the commemorative one, and he had the real one. And so that just I think I could be wrong, but I think he did have them next to each other on one of his YouTube videos.
I think he did, and he gifted one to 1990 Hardy, like 1990 Hardy 1, I think. Cameron, I think he gifted, and again, it was really, really nice of Casey, totally, to give him that belt, and definitely, I think it was even signed by Jeff Hardy. But Casey did have this, and I mean, do I feel bad for Casey? I still give him the knock and anything about this belt. He could take it well, and I mean, we pretty much told him that belt looked like shit, and then he held it up. But anyways, yeah, I believe he did. He did own the commemorative. I think he did.
Yeah.
He owned this belt. He definitely did.
No, Casey's got a thing for owning shit belts, honestly. First this light heavyweight, that WCW hardcore. Just trying to sneak that in there. Getting you guys to agree. That light heavyweight, the oval, the WCW hardcore, that piece of shit. Casey, come on, man. What are you gonna own next?
And
This belt? Like, come on, is this your next belt? Because this is dog shit too.
I don't know.
Strap is stiff, so stiff.
It's bad.
You talk about stiff straps. This is stiff as hell. It's like a board, and the spacing. Look at the spacing. It looks like the fucking side plate's gonna hit the globe. So bad. The paint looks like shit. It looks like it's bubbling. It's so ugly. We talked about the design. It's shit. It's shit. Rob?
Oh, it's fucking horrible. It is so bad. I mean, WWE, what are you guys thinking about? Like, I mean, don't be lazy, okay? Come on, don't be lazy. And I mean, what are you guys going to do? Are you guys going to send this over to Balor Fan 85 and you're going to make him review this just like you've been sending him over all those other belts and making him review? No knock against you, Wayne. Okay, you're great. You're absolutely amazing. But if WWE decides to send this to you, I'll feel bad for you on how you're going to actually be able to review this. You probably do have this belt anyway. I mean, no knock against you. I fucking hate it. I really do. I really hate it. And again, I don't like it. And even if you modded it, would I still like it? No. I think the whole thing is just stupid. I really do.
Oh.
And to have a ring there, and I mean, to have that floral pattern, to have that, I don't know what that is. It looks like a flipping cake. Like, just goes all the way around there where the stones are supposed to be. They just got lazy. I mean, I don't like laziness. I don't like laziness. Brandon, what do you think?
It's bad. It's bad. You can't, like I said, you can't even bend it and hold it up. It's just, yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, and I don't get how Sami Zayn wants this title off of Nakamura. I mean, seriously,
you really want to hold this up? And the more I look at it, I realize how random it is. Like, it's not even following a theme. It's not like a classic theme or a modern theme. It's got the modern ring, and then it's got the floral. It's so random. God, Like, and you got to do so much to make this belt look decent. You got to paint on it. People add stones to it. You got to re-leather. You got to do this and that just to make it look decent. At that point, just give up.
How much is it
Nope.
going for Max right now in the shop?
Too much. I don't even want to check. Whatever it's going for is way too much.
Just save your money, guys. Save your money.
Please.
And especially on the new replicas that are going to be starting to come out for the Royal Rumble. Did you guys see, of course, you guys have seen that Brock Lesnar piece of shit that looks like a freaking bug, and then the Randy Orton one? Oh my God. Oh.
Randy Orton looks like fish scales. She doesn't look like snake skin.
Oh, the whole thing is just absolutely horrid. United Brothers belts, could they put up better stuff? No. But anyways.
Even then.
Brutal. But anyways.
Yeah, it does bring us to the end of the podcast. And unfortunately, we'd have to end on a bad note with a horrible, horrible classic IC and that oval piece of shit. Condolences, Casey. But, Rob, how do we finish the podcast?
So, before we do, Max, do we want to mention what we're doing in 2 weeks' time?
For sure. In 2 weeks, just like we redid this episode, might as well redo the tags. We're going over the classic WWF Tag Team Championships from the beginning all the way to the current tag team titles. So it's going to be a great episode. We're going to have a guest on there, which we'll announce later on next week, probably. So, yeah. Other than that, Rob, how do you want to finish off the podcast?
So how we do this, guys, is that we put a belt over the shoulder and we'll comment on which belt we do have. And I have one that, of course, since we are doing the tag team one. Oh, look at that. Max, what belt do you have?
Raw Tag Team, re-leathered by Dropkick Leather. Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's the way the belt should look. That's the way that should look.
Heavy belt. Nice leather. That's how I like it, belt.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Rob, what do you have over your shoulder?
I got Max's favorite, just like the light heavyweight.
God.
Absolutely.
I got the WWF over.
Absolutely. I tell you, I would put my light heavyweight on my shoulder every single day of the week. The one that I've got here, it is a SmackDown tag, but we'll mention it, of course, in the tag episode. This one is signed. It is signed by the Shield, and then it's the Shield, which is cool, and then it's also signed by the New Day, which is really, really cool too.
Take me home, Max. Take me home.
Max, good. It's going to your home, Max, no doubt.
God, I'd burn my house down if that ever shows up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next episode.